Alright, our summer crops are done. We're going to try to harvest our radishes, which are doing really awesome in this cooler weather.
Poor Millie. You watching? What you doing, bedhead? Oh my goodness.
These are a Daikon radish. Daikon, I'm not sure how it's pronounced. But they are really good for fermenting, making pickles. You can slice them up thin, fry them like chips. You can make noodles out of them. There's just a multitude of different uses for them. Or just eat them like a radish. Tops are good for greens.
I bet it would be really good if you cooked them down like in some chicken broth.
Maybe.
That sounds like it'd be good.
We'll pick us a few of these. We'll put a few of the tops in the dehydrator. See how that turns out. These are also really good if you happen to have hard soil like clay soil. These will help grow down there and break it up. As they grow deep even in hard soil. You can leave them in until spring and take your tiller and just till them in, and it adds organic matter, loosens all your soil up. Right, the reason we got these, we got reading online, they say these help deter pests out of the garden. It actually draws certain pests to it to eat on it, and it actually repels certain pests out of the garden. Your flea beetles like to eat on it a lot when it's younger, which kind of saves some of your other pepper plants and tomatoes and stuff. Find a couple more good ones here. Oh yeah.
I can't get over how big these things are. These are something that's a staple food that's grown in China.
You talk about the bang for your buck. You got the same size seed as a regular cherry bell radish, and you get a cherry radish versus this.
We may do a future video on how to cook it. I think I want to try to make a mashed potato substitute and add in some garlic and herbs and see how that tastes, because we literally have them everywhere.
There's 4, and it's pretty well got my basket overloaded.
We planted these in all 4 or 5 of our major gardens to be able to try to save our squash and our zucchini and stuff like that. And it seemed to help. It really did.
We go along with our Daikon radishes. We have our kale, which has been growing very awesomely. And a lot of this we have overwintered from last year. So we got year-old plants still producing very nicely.
Ever since it's got cooler, now that it's fall, this stuff has like gone crazy. So we're going to pick some and we're going to put it in the dehydrator and dry it out. We're also going to add in some comfrey leaves too.
Taking some stuff out of our solar dehydrator and reload it back up with some more comfrey leaves. We built this out of just all scrap material we had left over from jobs. Cut them all out to fit, windows, made them match up.
Made a few shelves. We lined it with
some shelving in it.
What is this called?
Both single bubble insulation, reflective on the inside.
It's what you put under, it's like roof underlayment. Here's some dry comfrey. It sounds like tobacco.
It looks quite like tobacco.
Some dried out zinnia blossoms. We also dried out some of our purple corn husk from our double red sweet corn that we grew this year. Here's what it looks like. It's just basically a box covered in metal. Bubble wrap on the inside to hold in the heat. The window closes on the outside to keep everything closed up. And then we have our window box down here. You set this out in the sun and the heat draws up through the window into our box. We've got black metal on the inside here to help with the heat too. And on the sides we have some vents so that it can draw in the heat as well.
We're off-grid. This just makes us another way to preserve our produce without using up our solar power.
She's buttoned up and ready to go again. We usually set this out in the sun for at least 2 to 3 days, and it takes a little while for everything to get nice and dry. But at that point, we take everything from the dehydrator, we put it into our grinder and mix it up. It becomes this fine powder. This here is comfrey. We can use this to make healing salves and balms with later on. I'll include a few pictures of our build and what it looks like, just to make sure if anybody wants to build this, go ahead. We came up with a general idea, knew the premises of how it's supposed to work, and used scrap lumber material that we had on hand already, and it's done awesome. We've used it all summer long. These 3 jars was 9 zucchini cut up and dehydrated with 1 round completely full. This took up so much less space in our pantry. Thanks for following along with us today, guys. I hope you enjoyed our video. As always, make sure to like, please subscribe. We would love to have you to follow us along. We'll be posting more videos, so keep an eye out.